Lawyer Gabriel decided to make a stop at Café before heading to court, knowing that the day would be long and the case he was about to face was complicated. Upon entering, he saw a familiar face, and after a moment of effort, he finally remembered. It was Emma, a former girlfriend he had broken up with 25 years ago. But she wasn't alone, and a big twist awaited him. Emma was about to finish her last year of high school, full of expectations for the next year when she would start her journey in law school. One day after classes, one of her friends invited her to accompany her to her cousin's house, where she needed to pick up a package for her mother. Emma promptly accepted the invitation, showing her friendship. When they arrived at the cousin's house, Emma patiently waited outside while her friend sorted out her task. It was at that moment that a resident of the house, John, appeared. John was a little older than Emma and already exuded an aura of mystery and rebellion. He was actually Emma's friend's cousin. Starting a conversation with her, John revealed himself to be deeply seductive, leaving Emma completely enchanted in a matter of minutes. John's experienced eyes knew exactly how to captivate the young girl, and soon they arranged a date. In the following weeks, Emma was completely involved with John. He was more experienced and cunning, getting everything he wanted. As time passed, John revealed himself to be fickle, and when Emma was deeply in love with him, he dismissed her without a second thought, cruelly breaking her heart. It was a painful experience for innocent Emma. A few months passed before she reached the final weeks before the start of law school. Emma was dealing with turbulent feelings and a deep sense of unease. But what awaited her in the coming days would be a devastating turn in her dreams. Emma made a discovery that shook her world. She was pregnant by John. This news shattered all the plans she had made for the future. Immature John, as usual, denied any responsibility and refused to accept fatherhood. Emma gave birth to her son, whom she named Hugo, and had to face the challenging journey of being a single mother, dealing with the unexpected challenges life had thrown at her. Despite the unwavering support Emma received from her parents, it was clear from the outset that the responsibility of caring for Hugo would fall on her. Her parents emphasized that she would need to work to support the baby, while her mother offered to help care for Hugo while she was at work. The main purpose was for Emma to learn an important lesson about taking responsibility for her own choices. Although the dream of becoming a lawyer had to be postponed, Emma found a daily source of motivation to continue her journey. She landed a job as a receptionist at a prestigious law firm. A few years passed, and Emma's son Hugo was already 3 years old. She continued to fulfill her role as a receptionist at the same law firm, and over time, she had gained the trust of the lawyers who worked there. Occasionally, they invited her to accompany them as a spectator in some important trials. Emma was absolutely delighted with this opportunity and seized every moment to learn and grow. During the trials, she was attentive, taking detailed notes and absorbing every intervention by the lawyers. It was evident that her desire to become a lawyer remained strong. It was a busy day at the law firm as a new lawyer was about to join the team. His reputation preceded him. He was known for representing celebrities and famous personalities in the legal world. He was a true celebrity. The arrival of this lawyer promised to bring a new dynamic to the office. Expectations were high, and his presence would certainly add a touch of glamour and prestige to the already respected environment of the office where Emma worked. When the new lawyer finally arrived, Emma and some other colleagues who hadn't met him yet were genuinely impressed. He was a young man, appearing no more than 35 years old, and was impeccably dressed in a tailored suit with carefully groomed hair. His charm was evident at first sight. His presence in the room immediately caught everyone's attention. His confident posture and the elegance with which he moved through the office gave him an aura of authority and competence. It was hard not to notice the combination of youth and sophistication he carried with him. In the following weeks, the new lawyer, Gabriel, brought a wave of excitement to the office environment. New clients, including some famous ones, began to frequent the place, and the phone never stopped ringing. It was undeniable that Gabriel was not only skilled with words when defending a client, but also seemed to have a special talent for building personal connections. Rumors began to circulate about how he used his charm with the office staff, and unfortunately, Emma was no exception. One day, while she was in the break room having coffee, Gabriel appeared. Their conversation flowed naturally, making anyone feel at ease in his presence. Emma had learned bitterly from her previous lesson with her son's father, but faced with Gabriel's charisma and ability to connect, she found herself drawn in again. It was a complicated and confusing situation, and Emma wondered if she was about to repeat the same mistakes from the past. Emma accepted Gabriel's invitation to dinner, but he made a request that she keep the meeting a secret as he didn't consider it appropriate to make their relationship public. Although they had several encounters, Emma set a clear line for herself. She wouldn't get intimately involved with Gabriel until she was sure they were building a serious relationship. To her, Gabriel was a professional example to follow, and their conversations were deep and inspiring. In these talks, Emma shared her dreams and ambitions, especially regarding the future of her son, Hugo. Months passed, and the secretive meetings between Emma and Gabriel continued. Then, a rumor started circulating around the office. Gabriel was supposedly negotiating the creation of his own law firm. This news caused unrest among colleagues and office staff, raising questions about the team's future. The rumors about Gabriel turned out to be true. He founded his own law firm, thus breaking the agreement he had with the partners of the office where Emma worked. To further complicate matters, he took many employees from the previous office with him, acting questionably from an ethical and professional standpoint. This sudden change deeply shook the work environment and left many questions unanswered for Emma's colleagues and herself. The way Gabriel handled this transition raised concerns about his integrity and professional ethics, and the office where Emma worked faced significant challenges with the departure of so many talented employees. When Emma sought Gabriel for clarification about the events and their future, she wasn't prepared for the response she received. Gabriel, in a cold and disrespectful manner, belittled her concerns and verbally attacked her. "Emma, I don't have to justify my life to you," he began with a condescending tone. "Do you think I would commit to someone as insignificant as you? I'm a real celebrity. I have a promising future ahead. While you're going nowhere, you'll just remain a mere single mother receptionist. Like you, I have plenty." The deep hurt Emma felt at that moment was overwhelming. Once again, she had allowed someone into her life who deeply hurt her, breaking her heart. It was a pain she knew all too well, an old wound that was now reopening. Emma was determined to learn from this experience and strengthen herself to face the challenges life had in store for her. 25 years had passed since the events involving Emma and Gabriel. During that time, Gabriel had become a mature and influential man, but his reputation in the legal world was ambiguous, to say the least. Among his colleagues, he was known for his greed and questionable tactics, which led many lawyers to refuse clients when he was on the other side of the case. On that afternoon, Gabriel was facing a hearing for a high-profile case. It involved a celebrity couple. Gabriel was defending the husband, who faced several accusations of domestic violence. Despite the serious allegations, Gabriel was confident he could turn the situation around and emerge victorious. His controversial advocacy style and ability to manipulate the courts made him a feared and respected figure in the legal world, even if it meant employing unethical methods to achieve his goals. Before the hearing, Gabriel decided to make a brief stop at a cafe. He knew the day would be long, and coffee was a comforting choice. Upon entering the establishment, he noticed a familiar face, but it took him a moment to recall who it was. With some effort, he finally identified her. It was Emma, now an elegant and confident woman. However, what surprised him the most was the presence of the actress whom his client was married to and who accused him of violence. Approaching the table with a presumption in mind, thinking that Emma might be an assistant to the actress, what he was about to discover genuinely surprised him. Emma noticed him approaching and confronted him firmly. "Gabriel, I suggest you stay away from me and my client." This could be interpreted as coercion, she warned him determinedly. "My client?" Gabriel repeated, clearly confused and intrigued by the unexpected turn of events. "That's right. I'm the lawyer for the case where you defend her abusive husband," Emma replied firmly. Gabriel burst into laughter, underestimating Emma with arrogance. "Now I'm even more confident knowing you're just a receptionist on the other side," he scoffed as he left the cafe. But Emma remained calm. Over the years, she had learned not to be shaken by the bluffs of arrogant men. She knew that her dedication and professional skills would speak for themselves in court. The days in court were intense, with evidence presented and arguments fiercely defended. It was a heated legal battle. However, in the end, Emma's side emerged victorious, and the violent husband was sentenced to prison. Gabriel, with all his arrogance, could not subvert the truth or shake Emma's determination, who bravely defended her client. Gabriel's offenses in the past served as a powerful motivator for Emma. She used his arrogance as fuel to pursue her dream of becoming a lawyer. She achieved her goal and became a competent and dedicated lawyer. The moment she managed to defeat Gabriel in court was proof of her determination and skills. She not only won the case but also showed herself that she was capable of overcoming adversity and achieving success in her career.